out here trying to get it. Let's get into these things. Let's get into these things, child. Because I feel like it's a narrative being pushed out here. It's a bunch of these Nicki Minaj fan pages that's literally out here just trying to take down Megan Thee Stallion. And they don't just do that to Megan Thee Stallion, but right now it's just about her because it's about what they're doing with her right now. But it's plenty of people that they take down. Just like with uh what's her name? Black T Block. She does the same thing. They all fucking paid, yo. And she don't acknowledge them because they go so fucking hard for her, and she just don't want them to be in the midst of. But no, Black T Block be happy when she get that court appearance for her to be in the courtroom because of the Kenneth Petty situation. Let's talk about it. And we got stuff to come back about that because yeah, this black guy, he doing interviews. Jennifer Huff just did an interview yesterday, but I didn't finish the whole thing because I'm like, should y'all go to this page, finish it off? I don't really know. Sometimes, I got things to do. I got kids to shut. Got, check this out. Hold on, that's not the one. I just realized, yeah, future.
Like, I get triggered because that's what happened to me. I talk about all the time. I went to court for 3 fucking years, spent all of this money, and they was going to send my ass up the river. If not for a nosy neighbor recording something and letting me know that she had the recording for me to show it to court. She had to go find it in an old phone somewhere for me to show the court. Hey, this young lady that you're saying all these horrible things I did, she got in my car, we was chilling, I drove home, that was that. Now once they and even that, it took them a little while. But once they saw that, then it was over. Thank the Lord. You know what happened? And that's the conversation that you kind of want to try to have. I read the transcripts from court. This is in a courtroom, under oath. This is not pod talk. And that shit say, he shot at me and I got back in the car. It's a normal question to say, why'd you do that? Am I off? No. Or for 3
Only thing I don't get is why does it even matter or why she got back in the car? That would come out in the courts. Okay, you said you reading the transcripts. That's going to come out in the courts too. Okay, remember Kalani, who she was trying to take down, who she feel like, was just trying to take a black man down, and that black man then went the fuck to jail and was accused of all that stuff and got found guilty for it. And she went so hard the same way she doing like this. She just ain't interview with lawyers and shit. So she just trying to keep her narrative going. That's all her page is about, keeping her narrative going. Because she got delusional people on her page.
I read the transcripts from court. This is in a courtroom, under oath. This is not pod talk. And that shit say, he shot at me and I got back in the car.
But she reposted this twice, y'all. Look at this. I'm going to go back to the page. She reposted it twice. Okay? Twice. And after that post, it was this. And then after that, it was, come on, right back. Boom. She hyped because Rick Ross was taken down, right? Okay, yeah. Now they back cool. Look, this is the narrative she want to push. Okay? This is the narrative because everybody felt like, she shouldn't have got the key to what's that, Houston before Beyonce, but it was the scheduling misunderstood. But guess what? Yeah, she came back and talked about that too. She came back with it. Look, shit like this. Look. When they said that it was a problem, but then she still performed. Look at this.
Hereby proudly proclaim this day.
Let's talk about it. This is what she do. She likes to just come for Megan for no fucking reason. Then she reposts what everybody else is posting. Because like I said, she get her information from other blogs. Okay? Then she want to post this because she know for a fact that everybody gonna be on her ass if she don't post about Tory Lanez being convicted or whatever else like that. Like, come on. This is every other fucking day, okay? Erica Banks killed it. Y'all know I gotta pause it. I can't let the whole thing come on. She should be on it now.
Body done, got the body, they still mad. Hustle picture looking good, I'm pissing bitches off and making bitches real mad. If bitches wanna have a real problem, bitch.
She killing that.
He got me here like a juice. Acting too tough and that boy don't be smell like a fool.
Child, they said Erica Banks throwing shots. Why? Because it's about Nicki Minaj. This is the shit that they do. This is exactly the shit that they do. Okay, okay. Not the media acting like Tory Lane sent something to Jonathan. Sent something of a value to Jonathan Wright. Read you DM and it was emoji commenting on the dog.
Years ago, how did you show her love during that time? How did it feel to you when you first heard the news? I want to go beat Tom Torres. What? I want to go beat Torres, and it's still to this day. If he run up, so then why? If he run up, it's done. Look. But why do people think it didn't happen? Oh, it happened. Really? It so like the thing is, it happened. Mm-hmm. It ain't no fake. The thing is, it's just when you doing like court shit, like stuff prolongs. It takes time. It takes time. So it might die down. Mm-hmm. It might come back in life. It might die down. It might come back. True. But at the end of the day, that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? And why would you shoot? We real friends. True. We're real friends. We don't have to be that person that, we gotta be with each other every day. Okay, so can I ask you a question? What? Since that's your friend, how did you show love to your friend during this hard time? I know she just dropped the interview on what happened about. What hard time, friend? Just say when she got shot. When she got shot 2 years ago, how did you show her love during that time? How did it feel to you when you first heard the news? I wanted to go beat Tom Torres. What? I want to go beat Torres, and it's still. I know it's stuck there. To this day, if he run up, so then why? If he run up, it's done. Look. But why do people think it didn't happen? Oh, it happened. Really? It so happened. The thing is, it happened. Mm-hmm. It ain't no fake. The thing is, it's just when you're doing
the media like
court shit, like stuff prolongs. It takes time. It takes time. So it might die down. Mm-hmm. It might come back in life. It might die down. It might come back. True. But at the end of the day,
why? Because
that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? Why would you shoot? Why would you shoot that girl? Why would you shoot that girl? And so, did you know he tried to pay her off? What?
Now they about to go after Jonathan.
Yeah, that's what they do. The nigga DM me. I'm like, you went the wrong way. Because this is only the what? This is only the what? Right way. You went the wrong way. What did he say? I said, huh? What did he say to the DM? He gonna try to send a little, you know how right after the situation happened. First off, I don't even know Tory, but he sent the DM, and it was more so like, he sent the emoji or something. I need to check my phone, but he sent the emoji or something about the dog or something. I'm like, bitch, did you all in my emoji? Bitch, you just shot my friend, like, hey, you know? And he looked at it and didn't even respond.
Okay, so don't this still go back to whatever point Joe Budden was trying to prove with his trolling ass, and only reason why he on Nicki's side because they made the fuck up, and this is why now he don't care about none of the other bullshit, and now my radio's so hyped for him because he is made up with Nicki Minaj. But before, she was trolling his ass too, taking his ass down, calling him all types of dickheads and shit like that. But now it's a whole different story, right? Let's keep talking about it, yo. Let's keep talking about it. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Because this don't make no sense. This is what she do, okay? This is exactly what she do. This is exactly what she do. Let's keep it going. Nope. Remember Kalani? Do y'all remember Kalani? Okay. Remember Kalani was the one. Okay. Kalani was the one. This is the wrong joint I went to. Kalani was the one that was taking down that boy that she just was doing interviews with last year because he said that saying that they accused him of this, that, third, and whatever else like that.
Like building stuff. Yeah, Kalani talking about the same thing. Some kind of mechanic.
Let's talk about it.
Went to school here. Go through the program, see what you're good at, see what you like to do. There's a lot of opportunities. Serious, healing journey. We don't realize how much we keep around that just holds weight, that weighs us down, whether it's friends, relationships, even family sometimes, even life choices. I think to quote a god sibling of mine that I love deeply, she says like sometimes the biggest blessing is in the redirection. You know what I mean? Sometimes that is the blessing itself, and oftentimes we look at it like, this sucks. This is so bad. But you realize later how necessary that redirection was, and it could be something that you never imagined. Like I think people.
Like I said, just last she was mad at Kalani because Kalani knew that boy that she was helping was touching on people that he was doing photo shoots or whatever else he was supposed to been doing with. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. And she was trying to take her down all types of ways because of the simple fact that Kalani spoke out about that boy, the one that used to play in the movies back in the day, that just got convicted for what he be doing and what he was doing, I guess, because he's convicted. So I believe it's true. Okay? I believe it's true. He was convicted. Okay? So now let's talk about it. It's the same one she just was tearing down. Now, Kalani needs to come after her, and these people need to really start getting sued because I feel like if they start getting sued, they would stop it. If they start getting to a point where you're getting all these damn paperwork and their pages gets taken down, and when you bring up lies and you try to take down somebody that makes money off the internet, that makes money period off of they life, and you try to take them down off of stuff that you don't even know, like you was there, and it's the same way you acting with Tory Lanez, and you posting everybody that have something negative to say about Nicki Minaj. That's where the problem begins. You post everybody that have something to say about Nicki. I mean, that have something bad to say about Megan Thee Stallion. And now that's facts. Okay. Now let's get into this other thing. I ain't want to play this whole thing because I don't even think she talked about it. But we could go to my radio page and literally see that. Yeah. Okay. Mhm. 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 All these paid blocks. Tuh. All these paid blocks. Blanksy block, man, because she can't do this. Okay. Let's talk about it, okay? Let's talk about it. The same way where you could go inside her comments, okay? You could go in her comments, and her comments is straight. This girl can't win for losing. She can't. I guess she got a documentary coming to her life, and now they got all this bullshit. Now look at the comments. Just check these fucking comments out. They just love, oh, she's proffering off of Tory Lanez. So what the fuck is going on with my radio? And she's proffering off of it. That's where I'm confused. This girl can't win. And that's for real, and that's her comments, and that's the people that she sit back and she it's like a cult. She like a cult that just get all these people to believe the narrative that she want to spin. Okay, she is really like a cult. All right, this shit is real. Look, she be happy as hell. Already. Happy as hell. Now she about to start promoting Rick Ross because she wasn't promoting him before. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yep. Let's go all up on here because she got something coming up today, and tomorrow we will be talking about what she got to say. But she ain't got nothing really bad to say because she realized that because yeah. Just when Megan got her so-called graduation thing, when she did that, Ma already was spitting the narrative that she did not really graduate. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. But she told us to wait because we gotta wait until it comes all the way out. Okay, we got to wait. We got to wait. We got to wait.
Hey guys, so my radio is lit right now. Apparently, a guy called in. I'm not sure if he's a supporter of my radio or not, but he called in and he had a lot to say about Millie. Okay, it was crazy, but they handle him. They handle him. Check it out. You're broke as fuck, man. You're Miller. You're a fucking broke ass bitch. If you're not, you wouldn't be on the internet begging for $20. Bitch, I got a motherfucking van with a satellite on it, bitch. And guess what? Then I'm gonna get my $20 too, ho.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, Mila, you're coming here telling somebody that earns $5K a week broke, and why you're on the internet begging people for 20. I'm not gonna lie, what you're doing is fucking internet begging. If somebody wanna tip you, fam, the person is gonna tip you without you telling the person to tip you, but you telling the person, give me $20. That shows you're broke in real life, fam. Like. Your only achievement in life is to be number one on Station Head, fam. This app, nobody knows about this app. That's your greatest achievement in life, being number one on Station Head. You fucking broke ass bitch, coming here begging for $20. You don't even have shame, fam.
I don't give a fuck.
If you do that in real life, if you do that in Africa, we're gonna fucking laugh at you, fam. Like, give me $20.
Oh my god, yo. They said if you do that to Africans, we're gonna kick your fucking ass. They trolling her ass. And this was about a week ago. This was on somebody else's page.
Yes, you in my show, bitch. Send me cash up. You be worried, fam. You be mumu. You think I be mumu? I be Nigerian or there, near or there. Me, I be Nigerian guy. We Nigerians be sharp, fam. We don't be mumu like all these thinking, fucking Black American people. We go to give you money up and down. Or there, near or there.
Over here, that's what they would be doing. And I squeeze ass too.
Yeah, we not in Africa and I'm not in USA, fam. I saw somebody saying that in the chat, so I can't just give you fucking $20. You're a fucking internet beggar, fam. You beg on the internet. You beg for.
Yo, they say you're a fucking internet beggar. You. Oh my fucking god! Because on some real shit, and this was going to make me get into this blog that I literally was watching, and she made it seem like she's not monetized on YouTube. This bitch is making money like the celebrities on YouTube. But every time you turn around, it's them at $20.
$20 to survive. You broke as fuck, fam. You broke bitch.
What you doing?
I'm a student.
Can you hear me? You a student. What you learning? Y'all hear me?
Political science.
What?
Yo, what the fuck? These fucking people, they serious because they fucking tired of her ass. Just like I said, she really just was taking down Kalani. Like, she literally was just trying to take down Kalani last year because Kalani spoke on that damn boy. And that boy was convicted this year. That's the part where I'm confused about. She was just convicted this year. Like, this is the part that I'm talking about. I'm trying to look for that shit. This is crazy.
51st Avenue North. You forcing me to give you $20, fam. Yo, this is something about tipping people, fam. If you want to tip people, you don't force people to fucking tip you, fam. Like, people have to do it willingly from their heart, fam. This is my first time speaking on this fucking show. You're like saying, you guys my fucking 20. That shows you're a broke bitch in real life, fam, and you only survive from this app.
Yo,
the roof is on fire, bitch. The party going on. Nobody give a fuck.
They say you a bleached out scammer.
At the stops.
You haven't seen a light skinned black before?
Whoever that was recording was sitting there riding somewhere and trying to get this recorded at the same time.
Like, y'all over there in the goddamn side of fucking life. Boy, please.
If you're from Africa, right?
Crazy, y'all scammers, y'all.
Man, you live in the trenches, Mila. You know when Polo G said back then in the trenches, your Polo G meant people like you live in the trenches. So tell me, how does it feel living in the south side slums of Chicago?
This boy either bored where he had time today, or he is tired, or he like me. I swear, when I used to watch her. I'm like, okay, I fucks with it, until she start going to. I think it was Cardi B might have been a ticker because I wanted them commenting in the comments, and she didn't like the narrative that I was saying, or basically the facts that I was saying. She wanted her narrative to keep it going, so she deleted me from her comments, and I can't comment on her YouTube. That's what made me like, fuck this bitch. I will go and do my own and talk about this bitch every fucking time. But I just started getting on her ass, even though I felt like she just was one of the people that contribute to all the bullshit that Nicki Minaj going around and doing. And that's sad because, like I said, we all fucks with Nicki music. We all fucks with Cardi music. We all fucks with Lotto music. We all fucks with Doja Cat music. But all them people that they saying does not like Nicki Minaj, all the people they saying don't like Nicki Minaj, that's the ones they take down. And Kaladi was just an exception because she was about that boy that used to be in the movies when he was younger, and he just was convicted of the stuff he was accused of when she was going around trying to help him out too. So let's see. Maybe it might be, like I said, I'm not exactly on Megan's side with this. That's the problem. Because I'm not going to sit here and really believe Megan tell the truth. I'm just on the part of, why you going so hard on this fucking girl? It ain't about her being black. I don't give a fuck about that. Because we see us black people just can't stick the fuck together. So it ain't about her being fucking black. Because they'll be sitting there still on her side if it was a white bitch. Let's speak facts. I love my white people, but let me tell you, like Dr. Umar said, my little bunnies. Okay? But what I'm talking about is, the main thing I'm talking about, you going so fucking hard on this girl. For what? Come on.
Not like I put behind 5-star hotels, bitch.
At the light, use the right lane to merge onto US 169 South.
You can quickly say, you be quiet, because I'm talking right now. You don't know how to do this, bro. You think you run now? You don't run a bitch like me. I'm a dominant hoe. Be quiet. I'm looking at.
You're not dominant, fam. You're not dominant. Listen, I fuck bitches like you every day. Like you're like a sub-bitch. You're not even close to being dominant.
Because over there, I needed you to break your motherfucking pockets for my girl. You need to give her some money. Hey, bro.
Yo, is it by force, fam? That infested house.
No, I don't.
Let me go ahead and send them this nickel so we can get some more money. 5 cents a day, it is. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not gonna lie, fam. I'm being an entertainment in this club, fam. In this fucking station. Yo, one tipping me fucking $20, fam. I'm like an entertainment, you know.
Oh my god, I don't know who the fuck this guy is, but this motherfucker is tripping. Oh my god, it's about to be over.
I'm making this station lit. I know. Brian, doing that.
He said he is making this station lit, dog. But this goes to prove your point of how people really feeling about this situation, because it really is sad. It really is sad, but she making queens off of here, yo. No, not that one. Okay, where's my girlfriend? Where is it? Yeah, I just watched it. Oh, child, yeah, I think we could touch on this a little bit, because Child.
I knew nothing about sex, but I knew that doing it with such a beastly man would be painful. Extremely.
There's some out of pocket stuff that they're going
First and only child in 2000. But then rumors started going around that Kevin was doing the dirty with other women. But Wendy herself denied the rumors. Then the rumors got pretty specific because in 2007, people started talking about Kevin and a woman named Sharina. Then the truth finally came out and we found out that Kevin had bought Sharina a house worth about $765,000 and the mailbox had both his and Sharina's name on it. So it's not like the news was fake. The house was also only 9 miles away from the house he lived in with Wendy. So that was actually it gets worse because the money that he was spending on Sharina was mostly Wendy's money because at the time
This is about Wendy Williams react to Kevin and Serena finally getting exposed. So I don't know who exposed her, but I think it was Kevin Hunter's sister, I'm gonna say.
he didn't exactly have a lot of money on his own. So not only was he cheating on Wendy, but he was also using her money to maintain his side piece. And the only reason he didn't leave Wendy was because he and Sharina needed Wendy's money to maintain their fancy lifestyles. For some reason, Wendy knew about Kevin and Sharina, but according to sources, she chose to ignore the situation. The source claimed that she had an agreement with Kevin that he could mess around as much as he wanted, that he didn't get anyone pregnant. Well, Kevin soon broke that agreement because he got Sharina pregnant in 2019. Wendy was heartbroken and she filed for divorce from him.
Yeah, she was everywhere with this one, baby.
I still find it kind of weird that she was okay with Kevin being with Sharina for 12 years at the time. I mean, that's already a full-blown relationship and not just a fling. In fact, Sharina was probably his second wife at that point because she didn't exactly try to hide their relationship. But anywho, Kevin proposed to Sharina in 2021 with a ring worth about $80,000. And they currently have a 2-year-old daughter. Things have been quiet on that end for a while, but Kevin's sister Kim Bleen Hunter recently did an interview where she exposed some facts about Kevin that are honestly so shocking. Of course, she also revealed some things about him and Sharina, and well, the messy situation just got even weirder. But before we get into the whole Sharina talk, let's talk a bit about Kevin's relationship with his siblings. Now, Ken is a rich man. I mean, he obviously isn't Wendy's kind of rich, but he has money of his own. Enough money for him and Sharina, but I'll get to that later. According to Kim, Kevin doesn't spend money on anybody in the family, and he changed when he got money. You feel like
that's crazy because when they did their marriage thing, I believe she gotta pay him. She still gotta pay him, sure.
Money changed Kevin. It turned him just into somebody you don't know. I know you called him a demon seed. Do you feel like money completely changed him?
Oh, definitely.
And is he taking care of your mother at all financially?
Right now?
Yeah. As far as with her being in the home and everything, is he taking care of anything?
Well, I just had to pawn my jewelry to send her $300 in clothes.
Now, before any of y'all come at me, because I know y'all like to tussle in the comments about how he doesn't owe his family any money, how they are not entitled to his money and all that stuff, let me tell you that his mother has early dementia and it is rapidly getting worse. And doctors think that it may progress to full dementia. Do you know how desperate his sister must have been for her to pawn her jewelry for $300? Meanwhile, Kevin is out here buying jewelry for Sharina and treating her to the good life. But also, even though he isn't exactly on the best of terms with his family, they are on speaking terms, and according to Kim, he calls her anytime something major happens to him. So it's not like he cut them off completely or anything. This means that he knows that his mother is sick and his sister is struggling to pay for her care. But allegedly, he just don't care. I mean, it's his money and he can do whatever he likes with it, blah, blah, blah. But I'm just saying, it's his mama. So with all that being said, it really is not a surprise that Kim admitted that she isn't exactly her brother's biggest fan. And no, she did not mince words when she made her opinion of him. But even at that, she is willing to work with him to get their mother better care.
I'm going to be honest with you. I despise and hate Kevin Lamont Hunter. But I would put my emotions aside for my mother.
Yeah.
He needs to do the same.
Now, from this, I can tell that she really loves her mother, but now let's move on to the major tea that she spilled about Wendy and Kevin's marriage. And girl, when I tell you my draw was on the floor, she started things off by talking how she and Wendy had a good relationship, but Kevin didn't want that. So you and Wendy had a good relationship.
That's Kevin her sister, Wendy Williams' ex-husband.
As far as sister-in-laws.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he would try to come in between that. And I didn't like it.
At first, this kind of made a bit of sense because Kevin doesn't really like his siblings, so I can understand why he wouldn't want Wendy becoming besties with his sister. Somehow, though, the story even gets worse. She talks about how Kevin used to disrespect Wendy even in public, and how it really.
I heard that Kevin was disrespectful to Wendy. Things didn't go the way they wanted. Wendy asked the question.
So I'm gonna open up PayPal. So right now I got $19,000 in my PayPal, and let's go to the activity, and you get.
Things didn't go the way they wanted.
I'm gonna speak on this. It looks like Wendy probably was cool with him with them being cool because they both was doing the same drugs, but I don't know, so I ain't gonna say. Allegedly.
Wendy asked the question, is her career. He just went in, I'm your manager. You know what I'm saying? You're a drunk. Take this drunk break.
Honestly, I find it super sick that he used her alcohol struggles against her. It was just the lowest of lows, but if you think that that's bad, well, it's about to get worse because Kim also revealed that Wendy didn't have a say in her own career.
And Wendy wasn't drunk. She wasn't drunk.
Right.
Like, she don't have no say in her career.
Y'all, with all this going on, it's insane to think that he was cheating on Wendy. Kim admitted that both Kevin and her brothers were womanizers.
Both of my brothers have been womanizers.
But this kind of makes me wonder if Kevin might be cheating on Sharina as well. I mean, it's not exactly a crazy idea. And like the saying goes, you lose them, how you get them. But Kim...
Them pictures look a little better than when they first started showing Sharina. I don't know. She is pretty.
Also dropped the bomb about how Kevin and Sharina first met.
They went back to, Columbia, South Carolina, and that's where Charlamagne introduced Sharina to Kevin. And when I first met Sharina, Sharina was living out her car.
But y'all, this is where things are even wilder because Kim kind of implied that Kevin's entire family knew about Sharina from the get-go. Like I said earlier, Kevin's relationship with Sharina was way more than a fling because he just about had already married her before it was even legal. Also, did you guys catch the way Kim low-key threw shade at Sharina and very indirectly called her bro? I kind of like the little pettiness of it. She also revealed how Charlamagne had pretty much aided and abetted Kevin with cheating on Wendy.
She would only be able to come up to the apartment at night because Kevin was hiding her, and Charlamagne played a big part of that. Charlamagne had a room. If Wendy decided to pop up there, I guess Charlamagne would be the one that say, "Oh, she's my mom."
Of course, this was all before Charlamagne and Kevin started beefing, so they were still friends back then. Now, I don't know too much about bro codes as I'm not a bro, but I don't think that Charlamagne did the right thing here, especially because he and Wendy were also friends and they had even worked together a lot of times. This was just top tier weird behavior. Sharina and Kevin are now openly together, and somehow they have managed to remain together for 15 years. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of impressive because their relationship started out shady and was still shady until 2019 when Wendy filed for divorce. But the thing is, I'm pretty sure that if Wendy had not filed, Kevin would have stayed in the marriage and continued to spend Wendy's money on Sharina. Kim also left a message for Sharina, and honestly, I think that she was spitting facts and nothing but facts.
If Sharina look at this, and she feel that she's a better woman than Wendy, then you need to question the man that you lay with every night. You can't be that stupid. Maybe you are.
That part. I mean, what are the chances that Sharina is the only woman that Kevin is currently seeing? I'm not saying that he's cheating on her, but I'm not saying that he ain't. I'm just laying things out so you guys can come up to your own conclusions. But even though Kevin wasn't exactly the best husband to Wendy, one thing that everyone can't deny is that he was something of a protector to Wendy. We can say a lot about him, but I think we can all agree that he actually did a decent job of protecting Wendy. According to court documents that he filed when he was suing the network's execs behind the Wendy Williams show, he revealed that he had helped Wendy negotiate a higher pay than what she had been offered by the network. The document said plaintiff, which is Kevin, was used to being behind the scenes of Williams' prior ventures and used his business knowledge and street smarts to negotiate a
No, her voice is just got me, yo. What the fuck?
significant financial increase from the initial contract. Kim also admitted that people were treating Wendy differently because she got divorced from Kevin.
People are treating Wendy so much differently now because he's not around. So I do feel like Kevin was her protector. And a lot of people are mistreating her now because he's no longer in the picture.
But honestly, y'all, it's just extra sad. And honestly, I kind of think it explains a lot about Wendy. Not only was she under a lot of pressure at work, but she also didn't exactly have a safe space at home either. Reacting to this interview, a fan said she was super real. Watch him come out and say that she's a crackhead or something to discredit her. But like she said, she has no reason to lie. If nothing else in life, he should definitely help to take care of his mother. Someone else said, this is horrible, but I believe everything this lady is saying. It explains a lot. And this fan commented, I commend her on her willingness to come forward and speak about family issues that's typically swept under the rug. Thank you. We love Wendy and hate to see what's being done to her. She's an icon, and I'm glad someone out there is capable of telling her story. Now, a source close to Wendy has revealed that Wendy is glad that the world can finally see Kevin for who he truly is. She felt used by Kevin for the most of her marriage, especially since she started making more money than he did. But all in all, it seems like she's in a good place now, and that's what matters. But if you enjoyed this video,
yeah, go check her channel out. It's Miss T. And what y'all think about that? Let me know in the comments. Because that was just something, I ain't never think to, go to that, but that was something. This is the part where
hey guys, so my radio is lit.
This is the one. Where is it? Let's keep now showing up. It should have been in my recent history. I don't care, y'all. Y'all can see what I've been watching. I don't care. Right there.
okay. There, okay? But all her other, look at all the other numbers. Look at the numbers. Now, let's focus right here. Millie, what in the hell is going on here? What? Wait a minute. Estimate yearly? What? What? Hold on. Let's look and see who this accounts belong to. Oh my God. Oh my God. My radio. Oh. So I have opened up the full Social Blade account. If you notice the subscriber count, nothing there, nothing there, okay? But all her other, look at all the other numbers. Look at the numbers. Now, let's focus right here. Millie, girl, you not too bad for a YouTuber. Not on a free app. Oh shit. Suck it now. Shit, girl, you been killing the damn game. That ain't bad for a YouTuber, huh? Huh, on a free app? Oh, is that why you still here, Millie?
I know she fucking
Okay. So, my radio.
I ain't gonna hold you with this one. She is under Tasha K. Wing. What a coincidence. Tasha talks the truth. Right. So I can't really say if this was legit or not because she's under Tasha K. Wing. And we all know Tasha K. be lying for the views.
Let's take a full scope. Let's take a full scope of Social Blade. Let's take a full scope. Okay. All right, bitch. Look at your yearly estimate. Ain't not too bad, girl. Not too bad, honey. For a YouTuber, huh? On this free out. Not too bad. And usually, this may be in the ballpark, but it's usually more. Okay? So,
Look at there, my radio. Huh? Show your people. Just stop lying. Just stop lying. That's all you gotta do. See, this looks bad. See, she can't let you. See, now I'm fucking up her bread. Okay? Everywhere you pretend like you was gonna leave, you only did a 360 and still stayed up on the app. Huh? On a free app. Huh? Yeah. See, this is her bread and butter too. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Okay? And you know what? This is a damn shame. She's a fraud. I would never want to take anything out of another black person's mouth. But let me
This is the shit that Joe Button said, but I want to get to the part of what Evelyn Lazanda, whatever her name is, had responded back to him. That's the part that I'm gonna get to. All right, let's get to it, y'all. Okay.
I don't. I mean, hey, I could be wrong.
All right. Well, Evelyn Lozada did respond to what Joe Budden had to say, and here's what she had to say.
If you're going to use your platform to discuss domestic violence or bring up somebody's domestic violence incident, I think that you need to be compassionate about all of the people that this has affected. I think you also need to know and understand that this could be very triggering. If we're going to have these conversations,
and this coming back to the part of what my video so-called was trying to put on her page of what he said about his situation, and he brought up Evelyn Lozada and he brought up Megan Thee Stallion shit and put his shit in the midst of their shit and saying basically people just be that the victims be antagonizing the people too. I'm confused at that. I'm not dumb at that, but I'm confused at that. Because yeah, Tory Lanez wasn't talking for a while, but he knew what he was doing by talking to bloggers. And that's what made Megan Thee Stallion keep responding the way she did. Because she knew that this one fucking blogger was trying to be with Tory Lanez, trying to get a goddamn podcast with Tory Lanez, trying to do all that with Tory Lanez, and started going hard on her off of something she didn't even know that came all the way out yet. Now court documents, transcripts is coming out. But she's not just talking about that. She's talking about articles that she's going back to when Megan said she first lied. What's really the beef? That's where I'm confused about.
we need to have real conversations like, how do we heal from this? Use your platform for good, not to make light of something that is very, very serious. You know, I just had to say something because I'm not going to allow someone to control my story and my narrative.
Now, in the Shade Room, Evelyn also posted with that clip, you should have used yourself as an example and kept us the F out of it, FOH. And Joe Budden responded. He said, we were discussing reactive abuse, not seemingly comparing situations. Prayers to everyone involved. And then she said, my life matters, so I spoke up, domestic violence survivor. I'm going to keep screaming to the heavens no matter what another abuser has to say about my past abusive relationship. And then Tahiri also chimed in and said, let's not forget at Joe Budden should the real Tahiri post hers. And Tahiri said, the biggest effing nerves on earth.
And this somebody he used to date. This somebody I believe was probably, no, she ain't had nothing to do with the court he talking about. But this somebody that he used to date, that he went through the same thing with because of his high life, and he was abusing the women, and he was doing what he was doing to the women, no matter what or what they was doing. They could have been doing something to him, but in reality, the way that the narrative was spent out here, how they spinning the narrative of Megan and Tory Lanez situation, like they was there and they know what happened, they made it seem like he was high and he used to abuse his women. And they couldn't take it. That's why he didn't keep a woman. Let's talk about it. Remember? Love and Hip Hop. His mama was on the show. They talked about
This
it.
is so wrong, so unfair, but yet he still continues having a mic. And then she also addressed Evan Lozada on her Instagram as well. She said, I am so sorry. Nobody should ever have to go through this over a repost of Evan Lozada's photos. She said, I'm shaking. He fractured my rib and punched me in my face. I don't have pictures, but I'm sure his other exes do. So that definitely started a lot of people having conversations and feeling triggered by those comments. All right, and Playboy Cardi, his concert was shut.
Y'all understand? Do y'all understand? Okay? Tahari even came out. They even said something behind it. But my radio only posting and reposting shit that she feel like going in her narrative. But did she post Evelyn Lozana responding back? And she responded right back at her. Did she repost Tahari responding back? And she was right back after Evelyn Lozana, whatever her name is. Let's talk about it. Did she repost them, or did she just repost the narrative that Joe Budden is trying to spin? And not the social media going back and forth about the situation. When y'all say she's just speaking facts and she speaking for all of us, because she ain't speaking for all of us. She's speaking for the narrative that she want to go. And that's what she wants. She want it to be. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. I just got a drink of water. She want it to be about everything negative about Megan. She was waiting for this time. Like I said, when Megan graduated, she act like she was congratulating her. And then in the same breath, she came out and said she did not graduate. Let's talk about it. Basically, somebody else, and just the other day, she still don't want to. Oh, somebody else must have took them online classes for her. Let's talk about all the bullshit in the narrative that these people are spinning. But y'all saying this bitch speaking facts, but no, she only speaking on a narrative that she want her and her people to go after. You want to know why? Because she got a lot of delusional barbs on there. Let's talk about it. They delusional about everything else. The apple don't fall too far from the tree. That's the shit that I'm talking about. That's the shit that gets me. Okay? Let's talk about it. Black T Block. That's all she do. All day long. All day long. It's talk about everything that she think is going against Nicki Minaj. Same shit. Same shit. Like, share, and subscribe, y'all. Just out here trying to get it. Okay? Holla at my page. Do you feel me? Holla at me. Like, share, and subscribe. Trust me, I will be back. Okay? Just out here trying to get it. Okay? Facts. Okay? Right. Right. Blacks. You heard her. You heard her. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll be back later. Goodbye.